What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE content. Now, I can bore you with, what happened last night on Monday Night Raw, or what happened last week with SmackDown, and last week on Monday Night Raw, and all that other stuff, which was fine and dandy. But right now, we are coming in close to WrestleMania weekend. Like, that's it. Next week, we are going to get the craziest matches we have ever witnessed for basically our entire lives as wrestling fans. We got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, the main event of CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. We have a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. We have the old Persona coming back for WrestleMania to face his former Judgment Day brother. We have the Eradicator plus versus the Storm for WrestleMania. Like, it has gone completely havoc right now in the WWE. But let's talk about what the heck we just witnessed between Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Pat McAfee. Like, raise your hand if you thought that Ted DiBiase Jr. was involved, or raise your hand if you thought that Randy Orton's father was involved, or any legend from the WWE was involved telling Randy to go after Cody and be the bad guy. Raise your hand if you thought that. Because I did. I thought it was Chris Jericho. I thought it was maybe Randy Orton's father. I thought maybe Ted DiBiase was involved somehow, or Ted DiBiase Jr. because of what happened back in the day between him and Randy. Like, I for sure thought that, oh man, a legend's coming back and he's telling Randy to go after Cody but be the bad guy. But then I look at it and it's Pat McAfee. Like, out of all the people, no, scratch that. Out of all the celebrities, it's Pat McAfee, the guy let's say the guy who people knows and loves, who are Colts fans, who were a fan of his back in the day. I mean, fine and dandy, but him as a bad guy and him calling Randy to go after Cody and be the bad guy, and him saying that Cody's failing the company, he's not worthy of a champion, he's a plastic champion. I'm like, weren't you the guy, like, promoting him? Weren't you the guy that was, like, telling him, oh yeah, Cody's the best, he's the best, he beat the tribal chief, he's been dominating half the business, he's the quarterback of the business for a reason. But then you do a freaking 180 on this guy, and you turn on him and tell Randy to do the same thing. Like, I didn't. I mean, that's right now, that angle. I'm like so confused right now, and I'm like, this is what we got for Randy versus Cody. This is the mystery caller we've been waiting for weeks on end. This is the mystery caller where we've been like having debates on who's the caller and who's telling Randy to do this. Like, if you wanted to be cheap, you could. I mean, if you wanted to be cheap about it, you could have. You could have just gotten one of the St. Louis guys, or maybe like what, or maybe like one of the New York Giants telling him what to do. I mean, hello, like, they're wrestling fans, but they're also celebrities. Like, I want people, Pat McAfee, him, the wannabe wrestler slash former punt kicker for the Colts, which, by the way, had never been at a Super Bowl. Sorry, not sorry, but I'm just saying, like, come on, people, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. So that angle, in my opinion, makes no sense. But whatever. I work for them, so it's whatever. But let's get to the other matches. I mean, right now, for the men and the women, they're cooking up some really good stuff. I mean, we got a fatal four-way match for the women's tag team championships. You got Lash and Nia versus Alexa and Charlotte versus the Bella Twins versus Bailey and Lyra. Like, it couldn't get any better than this. Like, these girls have so much potential. Two of these girls, no, sorry, four of these, no, sorry, five, sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm miscounting. Six of these women are legends. You got two Hall of Famers, the role model, and then you got an awesome girl who has a family legacy of WWE superstars in that company. I mean, let's face it couldn't get any better than this. Like, you got legacies coming in WrestleMania, you have the future Hall of Famers coming in WrestleMania, and better yet, they're creating their own legacy at WrestleMania. Like, again, it couldn't get any better than this. But speaking of the women's division, let's talk about AJ Lee's first WrestleMania since I don't know when. It's for her, it's been 11 years since she's been to WrestleMania. And the fact that she's going after Becky Lynch, who basically her home turf is WrestleMania. I mean, come on, guys. She main evented. She won the triple threat match. She was the double champion at WrestleMania. Like, that is her home turf. And the fact that now AJ Lee is coming back and reclaiming her own turf, I mean, props to you guys. But what's fun to me was that how Becky is saying how, I did this, I created that, I made history. While I was making history, you were at home doing whatever, working on yourself, whatever. But then I'm like the fact that she was saying that constantly, I'm like, girl, if it wasn't for AJ Lee breaking down barriers for you and showing us as women that we can do anything the men can in the wrestling business, you would still be in an independent wrestling school in Ireland where nobody knows your name, nobody would cheer for you, nobody would boo you, and nobody would see the history you made. Because of AJ Lee and what she did in the Divas era, you progressed through so many great opportunities, but because of those great opportunities, it was because she paved the way for you. So I recommend, Becky, you get your facts in order first before you start talking crap about the legend herself, AJ Lee, slash future Hall of Famer, in my personal opinion, future Hall of Famer. So that match is going to be good. The Fatal 4 match for the women's tag team titles, that's going to be good. Um, I mean, the men, Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, it's like David versus Goliath. They're gonna clash and they're gonna literally break the house down like on the first like on the second night of WrestleMania. And then of course the second night you got the ladder match. But what's crazy is that you got three luchadors plus two light heavyweight dudes and one heavyweight dude, Rusev. Like, it couldn't get any better than this. What warmed my heart was that the fact that Rey Mysterio came out and he, like, of course, typical luchador tradition, you come out, congratulate, of course, the future of luchador wrestling. But he said, I talked to Adam and I see you guys at WrestleMania, and I thought maybe we could add one more to the list. And it's not WrestleMania without Rey Mysterio. The fact that he said that, I jumped up and I'm like, yes, yes, finally he's gonna fight for a title at WrestleMania. It's not gonna be against his son. So right now, the ladder match has just gotten even better because now you got a legend, you got two awesome luchadors, you got the craziest bouncy dude all over the place in WWE. You have the Irish ace JD McDonough, and then you got the Bulgarian guy Rusev. Like, it could get any better than this. This ladder match, I know, is going to be bouncy, it's going to be crazy, and we're going to see so many people flying up and over these ropes, up and over these ladders, that in the blink of an eye, someone's going to get that title and win the whole thing. My personal opinion, it's either Ray or Javon or Penta or maybe JD McDonough, depending on what's happening with Judgment Day. But of course, we'll get into that after WrestleMania. So, speaking of the Judgment Day, man, oh man, oh man, what have we have here? I mean, Stephanie and Liv are at each other's throats. Liv cursing out Stephanie and her family. Roxanne coming back after a couple weeks off an injury. JD betraying his Judgment Day brother slash best friend. Dominic betraying his Judgment Day brother slash best friend. And the fact that after Dom pulverized him, I'm saying he pulverized Finn with the title plus the chair, looking up at the sign, I knew something was going to happen. But what I didn't know was that right now, Finn has woken up the beast or demon inside him. And now they changed up the profile. I mean, they changed up the poster for him and Dom's match. And now it's finally happened. For all you Finn Balor fans out there, we are going to see the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. I know us as Finn Balor fans who were fans of him since NXT all those years ago, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this since the day he betrayed Damien, since the day he had his back turned on the Judgment Day. We've been waiting for this. And now it's finally happened. They finally listened to us. They finally gave us what we wanted after so many years of Finn Balor putting the demon to sleep. Now he's waking again and he's going to take down Dominic. Now, for all my Dominic fans out there, including myself, I love Dominic. I mean, I love this guy since WrestleMania 39 when he fought his deadbeat father. But I'm sorry, guys. I don't think Dom can beat him. I mean, as Finn's alter ego, I don't think it's gonna happen. As Finn's alter ego, he's a tough man. No one can break him. So, for him to waken him up again and to face Dominic, we all know for Dom, this is not going to end well for him in the end. This is not going to end well for him. So, besides that, the vision, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about the vision. That's a waste of time. Sorry to all you Logan. Sorry to iShow Speed fans out there. Whatever, but honestly, I can care less about the vision. So let's not get into that. But what we can get into is, of course, CM Punk and Roman, and we can get into Seth Rollins and Gunther, of course. So, how about we start off with Seth Rollins and Gunther? Now, I don't know what beef Gunther's got with him. I don't know what kind of personal issues he has with him. The fact that he saved Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins thinks this is a business relationship, but then after the attack, of course, and Seth Rollins literally roasting the heck out of Gunther, he goes to Paul and he's like, "I didn't do it for you. I just did it to get under his skin, and that's working." But the fact that he said, and he looked into Paul's eyes, straight in his face, nose to nose. He's like, "You owe me more than a thank you." Now we all know when it comes to Paul Heyman and favors, it does not end well for him. I mean, he owed Punk a favor. Look how that turned out. He owed Rollins a favor. Again, look how that turned out. So now he's got another person he owes a favor on his list, and that's Gunther. Out of all the people, it's Gunther. Now, I don't know what Gunther has up his sleeve. I don't know what I don't know what he has planned for WrestleMania when it comes to Seth Rollins. But what I do hope is that Seth Rollins curb stomps him maybe 2 or 3 times in the head, and maybe it will knock some sense into him that one, he's not a legend killer. Two, he's not that good of a wrestler. And three, he just sucks in general. Ring promo wise, um, a ring attire wise, plus wrestling style wise, he just sucks in general. So basically, I hope Seth Rollins knocks some sense into him. Literally knock sense into him, where he has a second thought on what he does in his career. Maybe takes early retirement. Put it that way. He takes early retirement. Let's put it that way. Now, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. For all you Shield fans out there, all you Punk OG fans out there, this is happening. Main event WrestleMania. Punk versus Reigns. We've seen the history. We've seen the backlash. We've seen so much crap happen with these two guys that we're finally getting a main event with these guys. And for the world title. Like, mind blowing explosion. What I thought was actually pretty badass was that pipe bomb he gave about Roman and the career he had, and he literally roasted him, he roasted his family, he roasted about his football career, he roasted The Rock. him him roasting The Rock, I mean, yeah, he was a wrestler, but now that's their boss. Like, you're roasting your boss on national TV where the whole world can see. That right there was like amazing. And then he goes on and on about TKO, Pat McAfee, lowering ticket prices for WrestleMania. I'm like, where does this guy come up with this stuff? Like, does he just have it on the bat, or does he have it in advance and then he waits for the right time to say it before he goes on camera? It's like mind-boggling to me. So when he said that, I'm like, oh my god, this is probably off script. This gotta be off script for him. And then, like, after that, after what he said, it got me thinking to the time where before CM Punk ever did pipe bombs in his career, for all you OG WCW fans out there, you might want to recall Bash at the Beach 2000, Vince Russo literally roasting the heck out of Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Talked about the Jeff Jarrett situation, the WCW title, how he worked so hard for the underdogs in WCW to get the best television time for them. Like, for all you OG fans out there, you had to remember, of course, the famous Vince Russo crazy promo he did off script, tell it like it is type of deal. New York style Bronx guy. I'm here to tell it like it is. This is how I feel. Whatever, whatever. Honestly, when Punk did that, kind of reminded me of the Vince Russo promo he did against Hollywood Hogan. Now that was just a freaking that was dominant. Like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Every time I rewatch WCW Bash at the Beach, I get goosebumps. Every time I get goosebumps when Vince Russo does that promo about Hulk Hogan. And then when CM Punk did that to Roman and about the Samoans, TKO, Pat McAfee, and all those other guys, goosebumps all over again on my body. Reminding me about the Vince Russo thing. Like, that right there, that's what gets you hooked onto wrestling. That's what gets you like, oh my god, we got a WrestleMania. This is important. This is what CM Punk was talking about. This is what we've been like seeing our entire lives. Right now, I feel like everybody is calling out everybody from business levels, personal levels, you name it. But once we all know, once WrestleMania is done, to set the stage for next year, oh, buddy boy, it's gonna be a crazy story we won't want to miss. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. Make sure to watch NXT Tuesday after a crazy Stand and Deliver. It's gonna be a crazy show with new champions, plus paving the way for the next Stand and Deliver of next year. We all know it's gonna be a wild ride for all you wrestling fans out there. It's gonna be crazy. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I might do a little a prediction for WrestleMania depending on what's happening on Friday, but stay safe and I'll talk to you guys very soon.